everybody. We are going to speak today about investors and about the investor's cycle, and also about the different types of investors. Okay? And I invite you to sit comfortably and start feeling at home with the environment of investors. Investors are people like you, just 5 years ahead or 10 years ahead, sometimes 20 or 30. And most of them have the same needs. They are all about moving forward to the next level. They have their ambitions. And meeting you for them is usually their way of doing the right investments and then moving to the next level. Okay? So you are an opportunity for them. They're not doing you any favor. Okay? You are an opportunity. This is what they're looking for in order to take their businesses forward. Okay? Now, I want to first of all invite you, and you can look at the slide of this hockey stick slide, which is speaking about the life cycle of a venture. And you can see from the early stages, of the seed. You have on the left the revenue. You can see it, the revenue, in the initial stage when the business is making it, most of its investments of developing the product and services, and then the revenue is starting to kick off. Yes, initially the investors that will engage in this early stage are usually, the angels investors or the family oriented, family and friends which are around you. These are the people. I'm working with a company who managed to raise 90,000 euros now from their friends and family to this seed stage. Okay, so they can now do the first stages of doing the patent, and also they are thinking about crowdfunding. So they're putting everything together now for their campaigns and for meeting investors. Okay, so the first stage you would look at either friends and family or angel investors. Yeah, so this is where you look for where you will start. The next stage probably would be to start looking at round B, which is either additional investors, angel investors, or VCs, venture capitals, which are funds which are dedicated in investing in early stage ventures. Okay, so as you probably know by now, approaching the venture capital funds in early stages would not be a wise thing, certainly not to get an investment. Okay, if you do have some friends from this industry, I invite you to really get some feedback and to really ask them and to get some initial feedback, which will be great. But I will not approach the VCs before I'm in the position to really demonstrate some traction, some track record, which has some substantial results. Okay, and we will elaborate on this later. So seed, first stage, early stage, and then in this stage you can, and the other thing is, one of the questions that I ask you often is, what is the right, when is the right moment to raise money for a company? What do you think? When is the right moment for you to raise money? Okay? And the answer is usually when you can. Okay? Whenever you can. Even if you do have already money, but if you are in the position to raise more money because market is booming, because investors are there, go for it. Okay? Because in 2 years' time or a year time, market can change, and then it will be very difficult to raise money. So the first question is, when is a good time to raise money? When you can. The other question that I would ask you is, in what stage of the company you are raising money? In what stage are you more likely to raise money? People say in the beginning, later stage. I will invite you to consider that companies raising money all the time. Okay, you can see in this life cycle, it doesn't end. If you manage to raise money in the seed stage, you then move to the next level, you raise money with VCs, and then you move and you raise money with bigger funds, and you raise more money. If you raise 2 million, 3 million, then you raise 10 million, then you raise 40 million, then you raise 100 million from funds, and then you can go public. You can raise money via the stock exchange, yes, like Facebook did and Google, and you can take some of your equity, like your 20, 25% of your shares, and sell it to the general public. So everybody in the street can own one of your shares, and then you can raise more and more money, and that's what the big companies are doing on a regular basis, and then they go back and raise more money from the public. So the idea of raising money, it's not something that you need only for your early stages or your first stages. It's something that you really, it's a skill that you acquire, you get better in, and you keep on getting better in, and being, in order to raise more money, you need obviously to be more skillful. You are starting to speak to institutional investors, very skillful and very experienced investors. So being a master in this domain of raising money is a skills that you want to acquire in an early stage of your journey. Okay, so this is a little bit about the life cycle of the investment, and you can see. Just look a little bit about, again, look at the slide. This is where we are, and I want you to feel comfortable, when you are starting this, and just to take it as part of the journey, it's part of the entrepreneurship life, to be master and to have all the skills required, like any other field that you have, any other issue that you are getting an expert in, is to feel comfortable with the terminology, to feel comfortable with the buzzwords, and to feel comfortable to sit in front of investors and invite them to join your company and your amazing venture. Okay? I hope this is helpful, and we'll speak to you very soon.